Chelsea Football Club, we have got a lot to cover. Nicholas Jackson all of a sudden gets shots fired at him, not once but twice from Uni Hoeneß at Bayern Munich. Yes, he done it once, he was so nice, he had to do it twice. Second of all, Liam Delap is out for 10 weeks. We understand when he's going to come back, the ramifications, we need to talk about that. Furthermore, Isugo all of a sudden needed quadriceps surgery. Yes, the man went away on international duty, it got so bad he had surgery. Lavia's back in training, and then there's a whole centre-back kerfuffle, because all of a sudden Chelsea are now telling Enzo Maresca, if you do need a new centre-half, you're going to be using what's already in the house. We're not going to the supermarket. It's like when I told my mama younger, I'm hungry. She's like, yeah, open the fridge, whatever's in there you're eating, we're not getting takeaway. It's as simple as that. But before we get started, Bratucci, I am back. I had 2 days off because I had exams. I needed to focus mainly on that, and now exams are over. For the foreseeable future, we're going to be back on regular scheduling television. Kavkas View in your building. So what I need from all of you is, number one, hit that like button. It's the best way you can support. Number two, hype button, YouTube's new feature that tells other people that this is a good video. And finally, if you like the energy on this channel, if you like the content, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. Let's get it started. This is a mess. Chelsea Football Club, I feel sorry for Nicholas Jackson. A lot of people are going to say, why do you care? We got a good loan fee. He paid Bayern Munich to take him. And all of a sudden, it's not our problem. But for me, there's an aspect of this that is our problem. Jackson comes back next year. No matter how he plays this year, he's going to play a lot of minutes, right? And we are going to uplift him, because football is a world of CV. If you've got Chelsea and Bayern Munich on your CV, somebody's going to give you a chance. Newcastle, Aston Villa, Villarreal, Juventus, AC Milan, someone will. And we've got a huge fee on loan that paid off half of his transfer value. But I care about Nico. Nico's done a lot for Chelsea in 2 years, to the point where I genuinely want him to move on and have a great career. So you're not going to catch me bad-mouthing Nico. Jackson all of a sudden is stuck in a kerfuffle, and let me explain. For those of you that don't know, Uni Hoeneß, the chairman of Bayern Munich, I was corrected by people in the chat. You know what? I love how you lot hold me accountable. The chairman of Bayern Munich was on TV, and he said Jackson's not going to be staying because we're not going to hit the obligation. He needs to play 40 games, and everybody went mad because you just got somebody in, and all of a sudden you're publicly saying we don't want you. You're just here as a band-aid, and when we're done with you, we're going to throw you away. That's exactly what he said. There was a lot of fan backlash, especially from the Chelsea fan base, as well as the international media, right? They were like, what do you mean? You just got this player on loan, there's an obligation, and apparently obligations mean nothing, they're all options. He's come out and said, look, and this is where it gets interested. He said he came out and wanted to help Max Erbel out. And Max Erbel is an individual that works, I think he's the sporting director at Bayern Munich, and he's like, I came out to help him out, because at the end of the day, it's not an obligation. It's not. He needs to play 40 games, and people are looking at it incorrectly. Just look at it as mathematics. He said it's mathematics, all right? He said there are 32 games left in the Bundesliga. He needs to play 40. Cup games don't count. We're going to count that there are 13 games in the Champions League. I love how he doesn't predict Bayern are going to win it, by the way. Well done. And I don't think they will either. And he said that's just a maximum of 45 games. AFCON's coming up. He's going to be away. He's not hitting those 40 games. And whilst in theory, you are correct, my friend, you really are. Unai Hoeneß, you're not allowed to say that out loud. And why aren't you allowed to say that? Because you took the player on loan. You said there's an obligation. There's hope that you're going to sign the player from his camp. All of a sudden, you've lowered all his confidence. And all of a sudden, you've basically highlighted to the world that he's not going to be your player. He also said the player played and his agent paid 3 million. They sacrificed 3 million euros of their own money so that Bayern didn't have to pay as much to Chelsea. This has been debunked. And this has been debunked by whom? Matt Law. Matt Law has come out on Londoners Blue podcast and actively said half of what he's saying is not true and half of it is disputable. So apparently it's not 40 starts. It's 40 appearances. Appearances can be complicated. Playing X amount of minutes, doing this, doing that. So that is the first case. Regardless, 40 ain't happening, right? 40 is not happening because he's going to be at AFCON. He's also not going to play every game of every minute unless there's an injury. And then he said Jackson didn't sacrifice 3 million euros. It was 1.5. So it's half. It's less than half, right? Or more than half. He said it like that. So regardless, Chelsea got the money that was promised to us. Jackson made a sacrifice. and he's getting bad-mouthed at Bayern. And honestly, I feel bad for the bloke. We should not be talking about him as much as we are at Chelsea Football Club, but he is in the news religiously, and it's not a nice story. We have got clarity on our number 9 predicament, because at this moment in time, Chelsea Football Club need to understand where we're going in the next October and November period. And the lad did not have surgery on his hamstring, but he's going to be out for 10 weeks. So he's already had 2 or 3. He's going to be in training back early November, but he should be ready for the festive period, according to David Ornstein. We know Ornstein is very reliable when it comes to stuff like this. He only reports what he's told, right? The problem here is he's only going to be back for the festive period. So Chelsea have got 2 little decisions to make. Guiu is back, and Guiu is basically highly rated, what we're hearing from Johnson, from The Athletic, and other such as Nazir Cancella. He's very highly rated within Chelsea. Maresca really rates him, and if he didn't get injured last year, he would have been playing a lot of minutes. And I've heard this song before. I've heard this with Anselmino, I've heard this with Josh Chempong. I'm sorry if I don't believe it. Until I see it, I won't believe it. And that's just the way I am with Chelsea. You sell me so many dreams that eventually I need proof of concept. Until I see proof of concept, broski, I'm not buying it. But Guiu will have to be given a chance in the league, because João Pedro can't play every game. We are going to have Brentford. 4 days later, we have Bayern. 3 days later, we have United. And then we've got, I think, Lincoln. And then we've got Brighton, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of games to be played. There's one problem. Guiu can't play in the League Cup, meaning he's going to have to participate in the Premier League. The other person that's going to be making a call is Shin Moheka. Shin Moheka is smashing goals, whether it's England under 19s, whether it's under 21s at Chelsea. He is on fire. I saw a stat the other day. He scored 10 goals in 7 games. He looks absolutely unbelievable. He looks like he's bulked up. He looks stronger. He looks quicker. He looks better in the air. And honestly, I want him to start against Lincoln. And people are going to say, why do you want him to start against Lincoln, Alex? You're always forcing Cobham talents. And for me, I just think he deserves a chance. There needs to be a pathway. If you're not getting a chance when Delap's injured, when are you going to get a chance? And I don't want to see João Pedro play in the League Cup. I think he's far too important to us to be playing in the League Cup. My personal opinion. Let me know in the comments below. Would you give more opportunities to Shim if he does well in the League Cup in the league? Or is Guiu just ahead of the curve and Guiu needs to be playing in the league? The centre-back situation is getting very interesting, ladies and jellyfish. Look, Bratuki, at this moment in time, we have got a situation where we are desperate for Toussaint to stay fit. Anything happens to Toussaint, and I'm telling you now, we are going to be moaning beyond compare, because the passing out the back deteriorates. Because Toussaint is the best passer we have after Levi Colwill. Levi is hurt, and the story coming out of Chelsea is that Chelsea are going to reassess, according to The Athletic, in January, their centre-back positions. They're going to look at what Toussaint does, look at what Trev does, look at what Josh does, and look at their development, and then they're going to decide, do we go into the market, or do we just promote from within? Going into the market is not an option. Like I said earlier today, it's like when I was younger and I wanted a pizza and I told my mum, oh, mum, can we get some pizza? My mum would either make the pizza herself or get one of those frozen pizzas out. We're not bringing up a pizza and ordering one, right? Far too expensive. My mum ain't doing it. We're eating what's in the house. It's as simple as that. But, and this is where it gets interesting, Chelsea said they've got Sarr at Strasbourg and they've got Anselmino. So the options will be, that is the cavalry coming back to play. Whether you like it or not, we have got them, we are going to use them. The interesting aspect here is Sarr smashing it at Strasbourg so far. And more importantly, Anselmino with 1 game has already activated the conversation within Dortmund that maybe we should sign him. He looks really good. He's good on the ball, he's aggressive, he looks very tight. We should get him now before problems start. Chelsea are backing their organizational scouts. It's as simple as that. They believe these players are good enough to play eventually at Chelsea. So they've told Maresca, you want additions? You're using them. This is controversial. Few people are going to say we're not going to win the league with a Sarr and an Anselmino. One thing I am going to say is, last time these lot went into the market in a panic buy, we got Axel Disasi. I don't want to repeat those mistakes. I genuinely don't. We wasted time. We could have been using Trev, but they went in and got, Axel Disasi. That's what it is. Speaking of Disasi is been pictured at Cobham. Apparently, according to Nazir Kinsella, the man is keeping himself in tip-top shape. He is ready to be reintegrated into the squad. Any chance that there is, he will be ready to pounce and take it. Number one, I respect it. He's under contract. He's keeping himself in shape. He's keeping himself fit. He knows in January he might get a move where he goes somewhere else and gets to go play football again. Good man. I respect it. I am not of the opinion you reintegrate it, because what ends up happening to Disasi, and I feel sorry for him, Disasi doesn't play centre-back. He ends up playing right centre-back, which ends up pushing him wider, further away from the middle where he feels comfortable. We also have a high line, so then when the ball goes over his head, he looks chaotic. He looks like he is going to bulldoze any player in front of him, and he just looks clumsy. I don't think we need to reintegrate that. I genuinely don't think we need a player like this. Try, isolate him. I don't like when you do this. I don't like it, but once you've set the precedent, you got to do it. We need to move him out as quick as possible. I don't want to reintegrate him. I think this is a step backwards. I really do. And we will see what happens. Badiashile is back in training. Hopefully he's fit and ready to go. Badiashile could be another one that would get integrated, and hopefully we'll see some positives. But you can't count on him to stay fit. That's the problem. The final story is regarding Dario Sugu, and Dario Sugu has had a surgery on his quadriceps. There is no time frame announced of when he's going to recover. The initial prognosis is somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks. Some people are saying 2 to 3 months. We're going to find out when we find out. But not a good start to his Chelsea career. Not his fault, but it is what it is. This happened. A lot of people are going to say it's the Club World Cup. He didn't get enough rest. He was training throughout the summer. I don't think that's the case, man. I really don't, because Arsenal's got injuries, Manchester City have got injuries, other clubs have got injuries. Some of those clubs didn't play in the Club World Cup. Some of them had 4 weeks off. It's one of those aspects, right? It's very easy now to blame the Club World Cup because it wasn't a popular decision, and it's just the one that you would point the finger to. However, this is where it gets very interesting. What do you do now? Because you got Lavia coming back. Hopefully he stays fit. We don't know if he's going to be fit and ready for Brentford. But what we do know is Santos is here, Enzo is here, Caicedo's here. What do you go into Brentford with? I am very curious, because Enzo stayed. He didn't travel to Argentina. Apparently he was in Greece, came back, training, ready to go. Santos played in La Paz in Bolivia. Caicedo played in, I think, Ecuador, and he's coming back. He just got a red card. And the reality is, we need to make a decision, because, like I said, you can't run Enzo Caicedo for four games within 12, 13 days. It's stupid. You're going to burn him out. You've got Santos. You need to use him. Hopefully, Lavia is available. Hopefully, Lavia enables us to just use him properly. But it is what it is. Listen, I am back. I hope you lot enjoyed the content. I hope you like the energy. I hope you are all with me enjoying yourselves. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We will be doing regular content because the football is back. Peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day. Bye.